Okay, in this video, I'm going to talk about acupuncture for fertility, and I'm going to talk to you about my own experience of being a mom, 40 plus, and wanting to, get pregnant naturally. I didn't want to do IVF. I didn't want to take any kind of fertility drugs. I just wanted to do it naturally. I knew I had some imbalances going on because anyone at 40 plus does. I mean, you've lived a while on the planet. There's imbalances that are going to go on, whether it's digestive issues, immune system, musculoskeletal, inflammatory things that are going on in the body. So I'm an acupuncturist. I do believe in acupuncture. One thing is you don't have to believe in acupuncture. You don't have to have an open mind about acupuncture for it to work. I mean, it wouldn't be around for 5,000 years if you had to have some belief in it. It has nothing to do with it. So what I did is I found an acupuncturist who specializes in fertility, but if there's not an acupuncturist that's particularly like that's their specialty, you can still get great benefits from acupuncture. And also acupuncture can be quite expensive. That kind of bums me out, but, because it's cost prohibitive for people. You want to do acupuncture pretty regularly, at least once or twice a week, and you want to do it for several months before trying to conceive. And what I love is these great community clinics that are popping up everywhere. They're sliding scale $20 to $40. So you could actually go to a fertility acupuncturist and they can help you as far as like herbal prescriptions and things like that. And then you can go to the community acupuncture clinic as a filler in between so that you can get more treatments. Also, you can ask your acupuncturist, what points are you doing? And then you can massage them at home to extend the treatment. But this is a great tip. These are a couple of things I did. I did acupuncture. I stopped drinking coffee. I did love coffee, and that was really hard. I've since started drinking it again. But when I was trying to conceive for the 4 months prior, that preconception phase, when the egg is developing into the egg you are going to ovulate, that the egg that's going to become your child, that's a crucial period. So I stopped drinking coffee. Of course, I stopped drinking alcohol, and I stopped pretty much eating. I'm a pretty healthy eater, but a lot of the processed foods and stuff, that kind of slip in, the organic processed foods, the gluten-free processed foods, I tried to eliminate those as much as possible, really kept my sugar levels low, tried to get great sleep. But the acupuncturist helped me with these kind of subtle imbalances that were going on. Because listen, I could have gone, and I did, I could have gotten a bunch of lab tests done, but these Western lab tests, I'll tell you what, their reference ranges are so wide that they go, oh yeah, you're fine, you kind of fit into this. It doesn't help with fertility because let's say for thyroid, TSH needs to be optimally between 1 and 2. But Western reference ranges for TSH, thyroid stimulating hormone, is up to 4 or 5. If you go in and get your thyroid checked and you're like above 2, your doctor could just say, yeah, your thyroid's fine. And that could really screw up your fertility. So my acupuncturist was able to kind of see these subtle imbalances that were going on. And the way he was able to do that is checking my tongue, my pulse, and I tracked my basal body temperature over several months. I had like 3 or 4 months of charting that I brought in. I told him what I was sensing with my cervical mucus. He asked me a bunch of questions about how I was feeling, like sleep quality, emotional state, etc. So it was amazing going and getting acupuncture and really having him check my charts and support my kidneys, and if my temperatures were running low, my adrenals needed to be supported, my sleep needed to be supported, my thyroid needed a little support. I guarantee if you're like 38, 40 plus, you're going to need that support too, because then you probably just get pregnant on your own and you wouldn't be watching this video. But acupuncture is amazing with Chinese herbs as well. So what's the other thing? And then I found this fertility coach based out of Switzerland, and she put out a report on how to restore egg quality. I mean, did you know that you can improve the quality of your eggs? Now, let me just clarify that. You can't improve the quality of your eggs that you're about to ovulate in 1, 2, or 3 months. But there's a 4-month, like I said, a preconception period. There's that 4-month period when your egg is starting as an egg cell and then it goes through a maturation phase. You could do amazing things to improve the quality. So I'm going to she wrote an incredible report on improving egg quality. So acupuncture, charting, stopping caffeine, stopping like alcohol, stopping eating crap, improving, getting to sleep at a good time, and reading the report and kind of following her recommendations. It got me pregnant, like I miscarried, and then I started again. And then I got pregnant at 41, and I gave birth at 42, and it was amazing. All those things really supported me. The only thing that I forgot to mention was, as far as like the emotional, this is going to come out more and more and more, that our health really is rooted in our emotional state. And how they say, like, if you're trying to get pregnant, don't stress and things like that. Stress is so harmful for fertility. As hard as that's kind of like, well, F you, I'm stressed because I'm trying to get pregnant. It's true, like all these hormones get secreted that create hormonal imbalances. But what are you supposed to do about it? Acupuncture, for one, is incredible for dealing with stress. Like, I'd walk out of there and I'd feel so grounded in my body and I'd feel so peaceful. But another thing that I did was EFT tapping. And I'm going to put a link to an interview I did with Nick Ortner. He did the documentary, The Tapping Solution, and we go through a whole thing about tapping. Tapping is EFT, tapping on acupuncture points to reduce stress and deal with trauma in the body. It's incredible. It works so fast. It's free to learn. It's so easy to learn. I've used it for the last 15 years, and it's so amazing. So you should learn that technique, and you can just pull it out. It's just at the tip of your fingers anytime you want to. And dealing with fertility issues, like to really deal with it on an emotional level and free yourself of whatever negative messaging you're getting externally and internally, and deal with it on that subconscious level. That's so powerful. That's so powerful. So you have some great tools: acupuncture, tracking, cut the crap out, stop drinking caffeine and alcohol. Read that report, because that's really going to take you through some of the steps of how to kind of overhaul your lifestyle to optimize your fertility. You can do this. I believe in you. I needed encouragement too. And, your body needs to get back into balance. Like, don't just rush to an IVF clinic. Our bodies are supposed to do this naturally, unless you have some anatomical thing going on where you just literally block fallopian tube. Your partner's missing vas deferens. Okay, you do need to have supportive IVF for sure. But, other than that, you can do this. You can do this. I believe in you. Okay, like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.